Hey viewers, and welcome to a very special video where I'll be recapping the story of Assassin's Creed, ready for Assassin's Creed 3. Now this video will contain spoilers of all 4 games, so if you do not want the games to be spoiled for you, then do not watch this video, click away now, and you have been warned. This video will recap the story of Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, all ready for Assassin's Creed 3 this October. This video is being recorded in July, the 20th of July, and this video should be up, hopefully, on the 29th of October, one day before the release in the US, and 2 days before the release in the UK and the rest of the world, I believe. So without further ado, let's get started.
I applied my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also was a chasing after wind. For in much wisdom is much grief. And he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
Our story begins in the labs of Abstergo Industries, a modern-day front of the Templar organization. Desmond Miles, the main protagonist for the first 4 games, and also Assassin's Creed 3, has been kidnapped and strapped into a machine called the Animus. This machine allows him to relive the life of his ancestors. Desmond Miles is an assassin, but ran away from the farm in South Dakota at the age of 16 to work in a bar in New York. He was then captured at the age of 25 by the Templars, who needed him to search for the Apple of Eden.
What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you are, what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
One of the many pieces of Eden left behind by the ones of the first civilization. Warren Vidic is the one that had to get the information out of Desmond. His assistant was Lucy Stillman. She was the one in charge of maintaining the Animus and making sure it works properly. Desmond first had to relive the life of Altair ibn Ahad, his ancestor from the Crusades.
This one need not die. An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Altair's story began with Malik and the fellow assassins whose name escapes me at the moment, looking for the Ark, which contained the apple the Templars were looking for. He encountered Robert de Sable, the Grand Master of the Knights Templar.
Want us through this gate before sunrise. The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Altair had been reckless, decided to attack Robert, and then he was countered and thrown through a wall. Yeah, surprisingly, he was okay. That's because it's a video game. That would be. I'm just gonna continue. He had to escape and could not go back for his friends, who he assumed to be dead. Once he arrived back at Al-Mualim Masyaf, which was not actually his real name because it means teacher in Arabic, so his real name was actually Rashid ad-Din Sinan, the master of the assassins at the time. Altair explained that he had not retrieved the artifact and that it had been lost because of Robert.
Forward. Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
Malik returned with one arm, also holding the piece of Eden, and told the master what really happened, and that the Templars had chased him back to the village of Masyaf. Altair then went to fight all of them. He was then called by Abbas to climb the tower and leap of faith into the haystacks below.
Oh, my leg!
One guy broke his arm, but you know, who cares about him? Yeah. Then you have to navigate along poles to reach a wall, which you then climb to reach the top of a tower. This tower houses a wooden barricade, which has a lot of logs. That's what's inside of it. Altair then takes out his sword and breaks the piece of wood holding back the logs, which crushes all of the Templars. After this, Altair is punished for his actions in Solomon's temple by getting stabbed, but yeah, he gets stabbed by Al-Mualim. That's normal.
Otherwise, and so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.
After that, Desmond comes out of the Animus, and he has to eavesdrop on stuff that Lucy and Vidic are talking about in the conference room, which isn't really important to the story in any way. Then you have to sleep, and you see visions of this weird red writing. The following morning, Desmond goes back into the Animus and into the memories of Altair, and finds out that getting stabbed was just an illusion that Al-Mualim conjured up using the Piece of Eden. Then tells Altair that he has been demoted and has to kill 9 men. Tamir, Garnier Dinaplus, Talal, William de Montferrat, Majd-ad-Din, Abul Nakud, Sibran, Jubair al-Hakim, and Robert de Sab. But first, he must earn his weapons back. To do this, Altair must find the traitor of Masyaf, the ones that let the Templars in.
See this dream destroyed. 2 days' attack was but the first, and more will follow unless you repent. Enough! I yield! I yield!
After he finds the traitor, he takes him back to Al-Mualim, who then stabs him in the shoulder. After that, he gives Altair most of his weapons back, including his hidden blade and the sword. Altair then begins his first mission. And here, he heads to Damascus to kill Tamir. Is it Damascus or is it Damascus? Not sure, but that's where he heads. Tamir is a black market merchant. When Altair arrives in Damascus, he starts his investigation. Once done, he heads back to the Assassin Bureau in order to tell the Bureau leader. Altair then heads to the Souk el Salat to kill Tamir. Once he gets there, Tamir is fighting and violently stabs a man into a pool of water.
The numbers change nothing. Your men have failed to fill the order, which means I have failed my client.
We need more time.
This is the excuse of a lazy or incompetent man. Which are you?
Neither.
What I see says otherwise. Now, tell me, what do you intend to do to solve this problem of ours? These weapons are needed now.
I see no solution. The men work day and night, but your client requires so much, and the destination. It is a difficult route.
Were it that you could produce weapons with the same skill as you produce excuses.
I have done all I can.
It is not enough.
Then perhaps you ask too much.
Too much? I gave you everything. Without me, you would still be charming serpents for coin. All I ask in return was you fill the orders I bring you. And you say I ask too much? You dare disrespect me?
Peace, Tamir. I meant no insult.
Then you should have kept your mouth shut.
No! Stop!
Stop? I'm just getting started.
No! Stop!
You came into my souk, stood before my men, and dared to insult me? You must learn your place!
No. Leave the body. Let this be a lesson to the rest of you. Think twice before you tell me something cannot be done. Now get back to work.
And after that, Altair sneaks up behind Tamir and stabs him with his hidden blade.
at peace.
You'll pay for this. You and all your kind.
After a long, annoying talk with him on the ground whilst loads of guards are staring at you, I don't know how he manages to do this, but he does. You have to escape and return to Masyaf. After that, Desmond is once again removed from the Animus and can go and sleep. When he wakes up, he relives more of Altair's memories. Again, this time he returns to Acre to kill Garnier Dinaplus. When he finds Garnier in the Hospitalia district, he sees Garnier break a guy's legs.
You leave me no choice.
Every kind word matched by the back of his hand. All lies and deception. He won't be content until all bow before him.
You should not have done that.
Return him to his quarters. I'll be along once I've tended to the others. You can't keep me here. I'll escape again.
No, you won't. Break his legs, both of them. I'm so sorry.
Have you people nothing better to do?
Once you see this, Altair is enraged. He needs to kill this man. He sneaks up behind him and kills him. After you escape, you head to Jerusalem to kill Talal the slave trader. After Altair finishes investigation, he heads to Talal's warehouse, where he finds about 6 slaves all chained up or locked away in different chambers.
What now, slaver?
Do not call me that. I only wish to help them, as I myself was helped.
You do no kindness imprisoning them like this.
Imprisoning them? I keep them safe, preparing them for the journey that lies ahead.
What journey? It is a life of servitude.
He then goes to a large room where he finds Talal lurking in the shadows. Talal then calls his men and orders an attack on Altair.
Now I stand before you. What is it you desire?
Come down here. Let us settle this with honor.
Why must it always come to violence? It seems I cannot help you, for you do not wish to help yourself. And I cannot allow my work to be threatened. You leave me no choice. You must die.
He flees, and after you make short work of Talal's men, you must chase him through the streets of Jerusalem and kill him.
You will not win.
This will teach you not to trespass.
Away with you! Away! To the infidels!
After Altair kills Talal, Desmond is removed from the Animus once again. He must then sleep with more visions of this strange red writing in his head. Once Desmond awakes, he must relive more of Altair's memories, so basically the same thing over and over again. You can see why this isn't the best game in the series. It's also not the worst. Not the worst. This time it's time to kill William de Montferrat, the liege lord of Acre. Altair has to sneak into his castle without being detected and kill him.
Tu n'as rien à faire ici. Fiche-moi le camp.
You were not allowed to be here. Leave.
Gardez l'œil ouvert.
Peace! Hold your tongue! Aye, he speaks falsely, but his words are not without some merit. To tour these grounds, it is easy to find fault, to see imperfection. I fear we have grown slack and lazy. Never!
We are committed!
Why do you say this?
After you kill him, you must escape, but the gates are locked. Altair must climb the outer walls of this castle and leap of faith into the hay below. After this, Altair must head to Jerusalem and kill Majd ad-Din, the regent.
Silence! I demand silence! People of Jerusalem, hear me well. I stand here today to deliver a
After you find him on
warning.
stage with 4 people who he aims to kill, you then sneak on stage and kill him. You have to fight about 125,657 people. And then escape and head to Damascus to kill Abul Nakud. You may realise that I'm not including the investigations, that's because they're all the same. You just pickpocket, eavesdrop and interrogate, that's all you do, and you find information. So I'm just moving on to the assassination. So, Abul Nakud, he's basically some fat rich guy who kills everyone. Yeah. With poison wine, which is a coward's trick. Altair must then chase him up the stairs and out of the grounds of his mansion, and then diving stab him. Yes, that's right, diving stab him. Desmond is then removed from the Animus and sleeps again. When he wakes up, he continues to enter the memories of Altair, who must now kill Sabran, who is pretty much mad and seeing assassins everywhere in everyone. When Altair gets there, he's interrogating a scholar who he believes to be an assassin. Yeah.
Which makes your outburst rather odd. Is it the presence of guilt that compels a confession?
Altair must then follow him onto a boat where he must do the deed and kill him, you know, stab him. Yep. He must then escape to Damascus to slay Jubayr al-Hakim, who is burning books and believes that knowledge is worthless and must be stopped. There is one man who works with Jubayr who stands against him, who is then thrown into a fire.
Yes, of course. Then join them!
Any man who speaks as he is...
Yeah, so you can see that didn't really work out. Altair must then pick between 7 people and find the right one. After Altair kills him, he must return to Masyaf. Once he returns to Masyaf, Desmond is removed from the Animus and must sleep once again.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do, so you've got the rest of the night to yourself.
You must then wake up and relive the life of Altair once again. As you can see, he gets removed from the Animus a lot, and then has to go straight back in. Poor guy. Anyway, Altair must then head to Jerusalem to kill their most valuable and their biggest enemy, Robert de Sarb, at the funeral of Majd ad-Din, who you killed earlier in the game.
I would see your eyes before you die.
I sense you expected someone else.
What sorcery is this?
You find out that actually it's just Maria Thorpe, who you find out about later, and like that goes like off on some like weird like thing. But then you find out that Robert has rode to Arsuf to join the Crusader Knights and Saracens against the assassins, as Altair has killed people on both sides of the war, Saracens and Crusader alike. When Altair reaches Arsuf, you must fight many guards and get to Robert. You speak to King Richard and tell him that Robert has betrayed him and that you must fight to prove you are worth listening
Words
to.
I bring, not steel.
Offering terms of surrender then. It's about time.
You misunderstand. It's Al-Muallim who sends me, not Salah ad-Din.
Assassin! What is the meaning of this? And be quick with it!
You've a traitor in your midst.
And he has hired you to kill me? Come to gloat about it before you strike? I wouldn't be taken so easily!
It's not you I've come to kill. It's him.
Speak then, that I may judge the truth. Who is this traitor?
Robert de Sarb.
Altair defeats Robert hands down, and then tells Altair that there are not 9 men he must kill, but 10. The 10th is Al-Mualim, Altair's master. Altair tells King Richard that his work has just taken a strange turn. After returning to Masyaf, Altair discovers that Al-Mualim has taken control of the village and has turned all the assassins against you.
Where is everyone?
Gone to see the master.
Was it the Templars? Did they attack again?
They walk the path.
What path? What are you talking about?
Towards the light.
Speak sense.
There is only what the master shows us. This is the truth.
You've lost your mind.
After fighting several assassins, Malik comes to rescue you with his men who are still in his hands.
Altair! Up here!
You picked a fine time to arrive.
So it seems.
Guard yourself well, friend. Al-Mualim has betrayed us.
And he forgives you for all the work that Altair has done, and he has redeemed himself in the eyes of Malik. He then tells Altair that he returned to Solomon's temple and read Robert's notes. The revelations in quotes. Yeah. And he says that he will take his men and flank the other enemies whilst Altair confronts Al-Mualim. Altair finds his way through the crowds of people that Al-Mualim has taken control of and placed in front of the temple. He then goes into the garden and finds Al-Mualim.
No! What's happening?
So, the student returns.
I've never been one to run.
Never been one to listen either.
I still live because of it.
What will I do with you?
Let me go.
Oh, Altair. I hear the hatred in your voice. Feel its heat. Let you go? That would be unwise.
Why are you doing this?
I found proof.
Proof of what?
That nothing is true. And everything is permitted. Come. Destroy the betrayer.
Al-Mualim uses this apple's power to bring back the past targets that Altair has killed. After you finally kill them, Al-Mualim turns himself into 10 different people. Splits himself into 10. After that, you finally kill him, and here's that scene.
Final words?
You lied to me. Called Robert's goal foul when all along it was yours as well.
I've never been much good at sharing.
You won't succeed. Others will find the strength to stand against you.
And this is why so long as men maintain free will, there can be no peace.
I killed the last man who spoke as such.
Bold words, boy. But just words.
Then let me go. I'll put words into action. Tell me, Master, why did you not make me like the other assassins? Why allow me to retain my mind?
Who you are and what you do are twined too tight together. To rob you of one would have deprived me of the other. And those Templars had to die. But the truth is, I did try. my study when I showed you the treasure. But you are not like the others. You saw through the illusion.
Illusion?
That's all it's ever done. This Templar treasure, this piece of Eden, this word of God. Do you understand now? The Red Sea was never parted. Water never turned to wine. It was not the machinations of Iris that spawned the Trojan War, but this! Illusions! All of them!
What you plan is no less an illusion. To force men to follow you against their will.
Is it any less real than the phantoms the Saracens and Crusaders follow now? Those craven gods who retreat from this world that men might slaughter one another in their names? They live amongst an illusion already. I'm simply giving them another. One that demands less blood.
At least they choose these phantoms.
Or do they? Aside from the occasional convert or heretic?
It isn't right.
And now logic has left you. In its place, you embrace emotion. I am disappointed.
What's to be done then?
You will not follow me, and I cannot compel you.
And you refuse to give up this evil scheme.
It seems then we are at an impasse.
No, we are at an end.
I will miss you, Altair. You were my very best student. Impossible. The student does not defeat the teacher.
الشيء واقع مطلق بل كل ممكن.
So it seems. You have won then. Go and claim your prize.
You held fire in your hand, old man. It should have been destroyed.
Destroy the only thing capable of ending the Crusades and creating true peace? Never.
Then I will.
We'll see about that. I applied my heart to know wisdom.
After that, you find a map on the apple. This map shows the locations of the different pieces of Eden scattered across the world. Desmond is then removed from the Animus, and Vidic says that his usefulness has come to an end, but Lucy saves him, saying that they may need him in the future. They then leave the room and Desmond gets up. He has gained the use of eagle vision, used by his ancestor Altair. He can see blood everywhere, all over the room, used to make markings and symbols. He then walks into his bedroom in Abstergo and finds blood everywhere. Someone was kept there before Desmond. But who?
Oh my god. It looks like... Is that blood? The hell were they keeping here before me? And what happened to him? What does it mean, I wonder?